Hello everyone, welcome back to StoneBlock 2, episode number 12. Since we last left off, I have been doing a little bit of mining. I've been doing my best to get us some more diamonds because we completely ran out in the previous episode. And yeah, it took a little bit longer than expected. I was down mining for like a couple hours and then, yeah. So I did that, and then I also went ahead and remade another Grains of Infinity, so now we have plenty of that. That's been running, and we got a lot of our Infernium Essence coming in, and we still need to make some more seeds for more of our cloches, and we'll have more of these than just this, obviously. This is just kind of a start for us, and it just kind of looks alright for now, but we're looking pretty okay. Currently we have like over 700, almost 750 grains of Infinity Essence, so I think we're gonna be fine on that. I don't really think we need grains of Infinity for, oh yeah, I forgot. That's the only downside to this. But grains of Infinity, like, I don't feel like we need it for like a whole bunch of stuff. What do we need? I mean, they might have changed it actually. I might need it for, I mean, we need it obviously for this. We need it for like all these different types of chassis. The gears, capacitors, reinforced obsidian, huh? Okay, interesting. The Infinity Rod, that's new to me. The Infinity Dust Block, that actually looks really cool. Almost looks like a glowy bedrock. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. But anyways, today, we're going to be doing some different stuff. So I got some plans, and currently as it sits, what I need to do is I need to grab a couple things. I got to figure out where I put them first. I think I put them in my system. All right, so let's go ahead and check. So first off, we built a while back ago a builder. Actually, no, we didn't build it. We got it from a quest, which is even better. And we also made a couple different types of cards. Now, we got the Quarry card, which is pretty much the base here. And this has a formula, correct? Yes, it does, actually. And we have it currently set to where we can have it, like, I guess it will void these things if we, actually, I think it won't void it if we tell it not to. So, yeah. But anyways, this is what it's set to, and we just kind of don't want it to do that. But we can set this up to, like, a nice big box area. 100 by 100 by 100. And I think we're actually going to change this up a little bit more. Let's max this bad boy out. So I believe max is like 512. And the way to check that out is you can type in like 1,000. So 256, 512, 256, 512. And we see that is slowly but surely kind of maxing itself out. This is going to be a solid box, and there we go. Look at that. That is going to be our brand new mining machine. Now, there's also some other types of cards. We type in Quarry. We can actually change this out to a couple different types of cards to suit our needs. Currently, we have a regular Quarry card, which I believe this one does. This one has like a little piece of dirt on it. This is the normal one. Okay, so this is clearing. I think this one replaces with dirt. This one's a Silk Touch Quarry, Fortune Quarry, and a clear one. So, clearing Fortune Quarry. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, clearing Silk Quarry. So those are actually pretty good things. I'm kind of debating. Do we actually want to grab maybe like a silk one? Yeah, maybe not. Not at the moment. We don't necessarily have Nether Star at the moment. What does the silk one look like? Silk one is exactly the same? Wait a minute. Did I click on the right one? Oh, wait a minute. Fortune requires a gas tier. Alright, we can do that one. Now, this is going to use a lot more power if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, base cost 600 RF a tick per block. And this thing can run pretty quick, so that is going to use up a good majority of our power. A regular shape car does half that. So I'm not really too worried about it. I just kind of want other resources, not really just diamonds. I don't really care about fortuning everything else. Honestly, I do just really want the diamonds more than anything at the moment. So I think we'll just run on with that. Now, there's some other stuff that we want to get to in order to kind of set this up a little bit better. And currently, as it sits, I think we're going to grab another power cell, because power cells are great. So let's grab one more power cell. Go ahead and craft this guy up real fast. And boom, there we go. So we got a power cell card that we already made when we found out, oh, by the way, we're out of diamonds. How wonderful. So we got that ready. We're going to use that with our builder. We got our shape card ready. We shouldn't have to really set this up. There's a couple other ways you can actually set this up, I do believe. But seeing as how we set it up in that, I think we should be okay. It's probably the first time I've actually set it up like this in my inventory instead of like in the world. But I think besides that, we're also going to want a way to send the items back here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start working on making a machine called a Compaq Door from thermal expansion. Now, what all do we have to make this? We got that. We need probably need the 10 gear. Probably going to need a couple of these. Not today, but we will later. I kind of like just having them around in case I need them. Now, do I not have any glass at all? Do I have any sand? I really don't have very much sand. I'm going to have to make I think I'm going to have to make like some sort of cobble works or something to get all of the resources that I want, like sand and gravel, all that stuff, including maybe even a little bit of some dirt. But that'll be maybe a little bit later. We don't need it right now. So we're just going to make up the few things that we're going to need here, which is a couple copper gears and thermal machine get. All right, so we just need to plop this dude down, let him get a little bit of power, and we're going to use a little bit of time in a bottle to speed this little session up. We're going to grab a stack of our blaze powder here, and we're going to convert this into blaze rods. Let's speed this process up, shall we? Oh yeah, there we go. And we're losing power, obviously, because this thing's working fast enough to where it's using like RF, and it doesn't have enough power to be transferred from because of these flux ducts here. So we got enough. That's all we needed. We didn't need anything more than that. And we're going to make some ender chests. I love ender chests, by the way. There's some other ways to really transfer what we want. But for now, 2 ender chests will suffice on a white ender chest system. You can color these any that you want. It'll pretty much have the exact same thing in both of them. And once you change one color on this one, if it's not the same as this one, obviously it's not going to show up. It's going to be in a different inventory. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and pick these guys up. And let's head off to the mining dimension, because I think that's pretty much all we need. The clearing quarry, I think that should be pretty much what we're looking for. Let's actually go ahead and push you on this. This is going to... You know what? I'm actually okay. If it makes a big giant hole in the mining dimension, I'm actually okay with that, because then I can fly around it a little bit and see what's on the walls, whatever it missed, and we can pick that up. And probably a lot of diamonds, which is good. I don't know where I'm actually going to set this up in here. Honestly, I think we're going to try to move it in a certain direction, but we need some more resources. We need a bunch of resources, actually. And this is not going to be the only way that we're going to be getting resources. This is just kind of a nice early start, in my opinion, to kind of get some resources. Now, I've done a lot of mining just about everywhere. I did a lot of mining down that way. Did a lot of mining everywhere. EFLNs, etc., etc. But I think over this way may be sufficient, because I haven't really done much out this way. As you can see on my mini-map, honestly, all I've really done, there's a few tunnels out that way. That's pretty much it. Most of my EFLN stuff is all over on that side, so I think we'll set this up right here. Let's go ahead and get this shape card out of this one and set this up. Now, if we do this, does this actually show? I don't know if that is actually going to show. All right, but anyways, let's see if this works. Output. Where did I put my shape? Oh. There we go. All right, so that's not going to really do too much because our area is not chunk loaded, but we can chunk load it when we get back. This area may also need to be chunk loaded. One way we can do that is, first of all, we claim this area like so. Hold shift, and after we do that, hold shift, click and drag, and chunk loaded. So this area should be chunk loaded. It should be chunk loaded now without any issues. Let's go ahead and hit start. It's working. Nice. All right. Let's do this. Void all the things. Well, actually, hold on a minute. We can keep these two things. That would be fine, right? Sand and gravel, if it comes across. I doubt it's going to come across any sand. But we can do that. And then just kind of pull this out. Open up our trash can. Put that in there and get rid of it. All right, let's run this one more time. Start. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all that. Oh, yeah. Now, that's draining a lot of power. This thing's using a lot of RF a tick. Now, are we going to have enough? 3200 RF a tick is pretty good, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to actually run what we're wanting here. Let me actually mark this a little bit better now that we kind of got that set up. But let's go ahead and head back. Now that thing is pretty much ready to go, should be ready to run. Let's see if we can set up enough system to actually get all of this kind of running. By the way, I made a really long tunnel down here to get more grains of infinity. And you guys are right, it does go down to bedrock. So that's really nice. Very helpful. Thank you for all the wonderful comments letting me know. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. So we got our inner chest. Now we're probably going to want to hook this up to our system with probably an import. Oop, not it. What are we doing here? Hey, import bus. We're going to want some more acceleration cards too, especially for the size of this quarry. Import bus. We're going to need an annihilation core. We're going to need a sticky piston. And that should be good. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think we're going to place this guy down right there, like so. Set up our import bus. See what's inside. And that quarry's running pretty heftily, I gotta say. Now, as far as power is being used, look at that. Yeah. All these guys are wait, hold on a minute. I see. Nice. That's good to know. So we max these guys out with the augments. So we got the extra augments in there. And the ones that are not maxed out, actually, are running at 300 RF a tick. So we're actually not making as much as we thought we were. So in order to do that, we can make some more kits. Oh, okay, so it is pulling it in. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait a minute, why am I getting gravel? I don't think I hooked this thing up yet, but there we go, we did. Beautiful, beautiful. And actually, we should probably go ahead and set this up to a priority of +10. So if we get anything in, so we can see, I just saw some coal coming in there. That's a good sign. So it knows to put it in here first. Probably should have did that before we hooked up the ender chest. But there we go. We got stuff coming in. We should be all right-ish, I think. I hope. All right, so we got that. Hopefully the power on this stays good. I'm assuming. Let's go ahead and make some more kits. I'm wondering what would happen if we would... We do have a couple of the Signalum kits. I'm actually a little curious now. I want to try these out. It might not be worth doing, but at the same time, it may well be worth doing. Can I just do it on this one? Oh! That bumped this dude up to 500 RF a tick. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. So wait a minute. We go to Signalum to Resonant. So Resonant would maybe do upwards to 600 RF a tick. Just running off Lapis? Is that a little broken? Oh my goodness. And that's all. Well, these are a little bit harder to get because we're going to need Cryothium dust. And that's going to require Blizz powder, which... Do we have actually Blizz? Do we have any Blizz? No, we have the Blitz rods. That's not really what we're looking for. We need the blizz rods. Okay, so we don't really have anything for that. But we could upgrade the rest of them to the other kit, which is the reinforced upgrade kits. I do believe, yes, we have some electrum. We need the silver gear, and we need some fused quartz or hardened glass, I believe is what this is also. So yeah, black glass hardened. So we can actually use the fused quartz as well. The fused quartz isn't as hard to make. I think it's just like 4 pieces of quartz, but also the hardened glass. I wish you would just take me to the right recipe. I guess I could just type it in, hardened glass. I just type it in up here, hardened glass. Where's the normal hardened glass? There it is. Wait, hold on, where is it? Right there, hardened glass. Ah, there we go. Pulverized obsidian, some pyrotheum, and lead. We can get the hardened glass. Pyrotheum is a little bit of blaze powder, sulfur, and redstone, which isn't too hard to make. So the rest of this isn't actually too bad. I don't really have a lot of quartz at the moment, but I can get some more. So I think we'll do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and make some upgrade kits. I think that probably wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Kind of see how many we need real quick. So this version that we're running, these 2 are fine. Those 2 are fine. So we just need, what, 4 more? I'm pretty sure these on the back just need, yeah. So like 4 more, and we should be good. And then power-wise, yeah, that quarry is going to be sucking some power. Oh my goodness. But I think everything here is going to be okay. I think everything in this dimension is going to take precedent over that. So that's a good thing in my opinion. As long as everything keeps running here, I'm happy. That's all I care about. As long as everything's running, I'm happy. But we'll be getting a lot of ores and everything in, which, yeah, look at all that. Iron, copper, all the goodies. And that's a max size quarry too, so it'll run for a good long while. So maybe we should make a separate power system. One that's going to run on that, and one that we know that's not going to run out of power for all of the, you know, daily things we need. So let's go ahead and make like 4 of those guys. And let's go ahead and get these kits upgraded. Faster we can make that thing run, the better. And then we can also look at maybe making some other stuff in the meantime. But let's go ahead and grab some of this nether quartz. Oh, we're also going to be getting nether quartz from that quarry as well. That's going to help out. Not as much because it's not a fortune one, but it is okay. So alloy only, I think that's pretty much what we want. Speed this system up a little bit, shall we? There we go. Got fused quartz. That should be enough. Oh man, I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is going to upgrade these from 300 to probably 400. Yep. So this is going to add 400 more RF a tick to our system until we get everything upgraded to Signalum, then possibly to Resonant. And I would assume Resonant's 600 RF a tick, but this is pretty sweet. And we're still getting plus Lapis, I would assume. Actually, we're maxed on Lapis. That thing's maxed. This thing, I need to put some upgrades on it. But yeah, we're still maxed on Lapis. This is still just 2 chickens. 2! That's it. 2 chickens. That's all. But everything's still running just fine over here. Everything's got power. Everything's still sucking up power like it's supposed to over here, which is a great, great thing. All right, so I think what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and pick up this sag mill here. Give me that. We're going to pick up our ultimate furnace, our second one. Give me that. And we may end up moving some of this stuff over a little bit. Do we have some cables? We have a little bit of some cables. We might need to craft up a few more cables. Let's see. Can I? Yes. There we go. That should work. So I think we're going to try to set up a nice little processing area. I think that's going to be a good idea. We need to figure out where we actually want to put it. Honestly, over here would not be the worst idea. We can just kind of move this guy out of the way for now. I can pick this box up a little bit later on, but we can move this system out of the way and just kind of set us this up because we got power just kind of like right there. Power's all on this side, and we can access our system. I'm assuming we should have like a little, yeah, there we go. So we can just kind of come off this side here. Go into the wall a little bit on the back side, which is the best side, in my opinion. All right, there we go. All right, so that's going to run into our sag mill. All right, so let's go ahead and see. We got some different types of export bus, right? We do. But we also have this guy. I tried this in FTB Revelations. I've also tried it in a newer pack besides Revelation, and it's working a lot better. Now, we're going to need more acceleration cards and an export bus, as well as 2 fuzzy cards. 2? I wanted 2. Give me 2. Thank you. All right. Quest completed. Not necessarily, but it's my quest. I completed it. I'm happy with it. So, but yeah, we're going to try out the ore exporter. We'll just type it in then. Okay, there we go. So do we have an export bus? We do not. Okay, so we're going to have to craft an export bus. Thank you. And we're also going to need 2 more acceleration cards. We're probably going to want more than that, honestly, though, because we're going to fill this guy up with some export bus, or not some export buses. We're going to want to fill him up with some acceleration. Actually, we don't need acceleration cards. I think it already does it for us. That's even better. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. But anyways, we're going to set this up on the top, just like so. Actually, we don't need to, do we? Yeah, we can set this up any way we want. So let's just import on the back. Oh, that's not the back. That's not the back, bud. That's the back. There we go. Probably don't even need to worry about it, but I'm going to do it anyway. There we go. Run our cable along here under the ground. Let's actually take this back 1 more block. So that way we can hide it. We can make the facades and all of that stuff a little bit later on. I'm not too worried about it at the moment, but there we go. And why aren't you working? Pull. Oh, right. I'm such a doorknob. I was thinking it was automatic. My gosh, I gotta set this up. So we have to tell it what we want it to do. We can tell it pretty much anything. I'm gonna do ore star. That seems to work out pretty well. And there we go. I was just getting so ahead of myself and so excited. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then we're gonna set it up to the ultimate furnace underneath. And this is just gonna be a nice, very simple ore processing system. I need something probably, I think we're probably just gonna go ahead and give it coal. Because we're gonna get a lot of coal. I don't really see too much of an issue with not, using coal. We're getting a lot of gravel as well, which is great. I'm actually happy to see a lot of gravel coming in. That's going to make life a lot easier. One last thing I have to hammer down in my life. But let's go ahead and grab a little bit of this. And then we'll just set this in here. And then we'll just have this kind of go like this. And this is going to give us a lot of stone as well. And we just set it to push. And then now we just need to do one final thing, which is another... Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Man, I sure was hoping it was going to work just fine. Because it's trying to give this dude power. This guy is using quite a bit, actually, to set this all up for us. Well, dang, dang, dang. Well, poop. We might need a backup system over there for our little friend. I can't really access my system because of that. Maybe give it a second? Oh, it's probably because of this dude, huh? Wait, energy acceptor? No. Should have made a power, or one of the cells. Wow, this isn't even getting power. It's not getting power anymore because I'm not even hooked up to the power. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh, where's my brain today? My brain's not even working. All right. But anyways, this is what I'm going to be doing for our, currently, just for a little while, for our processing. Yeah, I see you up there, bud. Dang. So that means none of this is going to make its way into our system, which is fine. I just need to cut power off to our thing for a minute. So let me go do that. Let me actually go cut the power to our our guy. I'm gonna make another like backup dynamo for just our system to run off of. It should be more than enough. Yeah, so I'll do that real quick. We'll just make a little quick backup system for it, and we'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, we're back real quick, and last but not least, I need to make up a lapidary augment. Booyah. So I was actually thinking about it. I was like, well, you know what? I could have used the time in the bottle I had and just used it on one of my dynamos to just kind of speed it up so it produces more power. Probably would have been a better idea. But as you can see, these things pretty much just max us out like super quick, super quick. But I think what we're gonna do is we'll just go ahead and come down here, and we're just gonna use this kind of as like a little bit of a backup system. We should be able to just kind of do something like this, and just put it on. Is that hooked up right? I can't even tell if that's hooked up on there right. No, it is not. There we go. Alright, so let's just go ahead and knock that dude on, and knock that dude on. And then what we'll do is we could set up an export bus on it. That's one thing we could do. Export. We could just export to it. And this is just a regular piston, so I'm actually okay with this. And yeah, just a regular little export bus with a cable and just a little bit of lapis to tell it, hey, it just needs lapis. We got plenty of lapis. If we ever run out of power anywhere else, then this will be fine. So I think this will be perfect. So there we go. A little bit of lapis and okay, good. Device online. There we go. So that's coming in. So just a little bit of lapis, just a little bit here and there. Probably don't really need any acceleration cards or anything. That should be fine. And that should just like, if our main power goes out, this will be kind of like a little bit of a backup system for our applied energistic system. I like little, you know, backup systems. I like that a lot. It makes me feel good at night. But let's go ahead and finish up this processing system real quick, and then we'll go back and start turning some other stuff on. All right, so we need another import bus. So let's make that import bus. Here we go. Another sticky piston. We're gonna have to make some more of that up, and probably may end up looking at maybe getting some of that slime something. Maybe a slime tree or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, there we go. We're just gonna set that guy up right there like so. And before I even hook this up, I'm pretty sure this needs to go on the bottom. I'm pretty sure these guys only output on the bottom unless we use something from like Actually Editions, like Phantom Faces or something. But before we actually hook that up, let's go ahead and make up some more acceleration cards, because acceleration cards are going to be our best friends in this situation. All right, so we're pretty much good there. We just need more of these guys. So 1, 2. That should be plenty. Now, do we have any actual fluix? I don't want to use that fluix. Do we have any of the other fluix? We do. All right, so let's save that, and we'll just use these for the time being. There we go. Clean up our little inventory system here, and let's hook this guy up. And then we'll try to make it look all nice by putting more stone around. Because that is how we make things look nice around here. There we go. Look at that. Processing at its finest. It's not the finest, but it's fine enough. All right, so we just got to hook this guy up to some power. So I think I'm just going to make another power cell, because power cells are fine. And it increases. It's a good thing. Having a lot of power cells is not a bad thing, in my opinion. Because it actually expands what we have as far as our power, total power that we can actually store. So that is a good thing in my opinion. Now we just need a little bit of nether quartz on our reconstructor, which I know we have some more nether quartz. There it is. Let's just toss this in here for a little bit later on, and boom. Nice. Plenty. And we got a little bit of extra blaze rod, so we should be able to make one more ender chest if at all necessary. And there we go. Beautiful power cell. And we're just going to knock this guy right there on top. Set this guy to output. Link it to our main system, which is another reason why I like having that right there. And boom. There we go. More power coming in. And we have a total of 5 million RF now that we could store. So I'm pretty excited about that. I would like to be able to tell this thing to like import flint as well. from our AE system in this slot. It'll know to go there. I wonder if I could tell this thing to like also do like flint. I don't know if that does anything. Yeah, I don't think that works. Don't think that works. Might just need another export bus to actually set it up on the side. Like I said, it's not gonna look pretty, but I mean, I could set up just kind of like a chest on the side where it imports, just so it looks a little bit better. That would probably look a little bit nicer, and then we just take the flint that we have coming in, and we just place it on the side. So we could just do something like this instead. It's not as pretty, but I'm pretty sure this will work. We just put this in here, configure this side, and pull. There we go. So we just keep this guy filled up with some flint, and that'll kind of boost our sag mills production up a little bit. Main output, give us 125% bonus output, and power use of 85%. So it'll save us in the long run. I like it. So there we go. We got a processing system up and running. Not the best in the world, but it's something. And running with the quarry and everything, I think it's going to work out just fine. So we can close this all up. We can go turn the quarry back on. We don't have to worry about that. This stuff runs out of power, fine, whatever. But probably need to start looking at maybe making a backup system of power. Maybe just one for quarry and maybe one for something else for the meantime. But I don't know how long we're going to run the quarry. We may just run it this one time and then be like, by the time we're getting to the next point, we may just not even need to worry about running a quarry anymore. We might have resources coming in from other means, like chickens or plants or I don't know, a different quarry even. Who knows? But yeah, there we go. Just something. We're like at episode 12. This isn't doing. I think this is doing pretty good in my opinion. Episode 12, and we're here. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing all right. But with that all being said, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode of StoneBlock 2. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. Helps me out and lets me know you guys are still enjoying the series. And I love seeing those. You put a big old smile on my face, especially on the days when I'm not feeling so happy. But I'm feeling happy all the time. I try to, at least for you guys. I do my best. But anyways, I thank you guys for all the wonderful comments. Thank you guys for all the wonderful support and all the greatness. Be sure to check the description for some awesome links to my Twitter and my Twitch where I live stream pretty much every day except for Sunday. So there you guys go. And besides that, if you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.